this really takes me back.
What's this class trial that Monokuma oh, well.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So,
I just
your
realized I
votes
came in.
will determine
I don't
the
have to do it with the
results.
voice.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then, everyone close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we
So
move on
cute,
and
but
start
he's
the
stupid.
trial, I have a question real quick. What's going on with those pictures?
I feel awful
Ambiance.
if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Okay.
Silence,
but
horny.
What about the other?
Get in the hole.
Daro, you
There
got
were only
company.
15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up
Oh,
to
there's no
16
reason,
people.
none whatsoever.
Yeah.
You should look out for.
Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
I
First
got
up
bits.
is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line.
No.
No.
Oh, my, aren't we a presumptuous one?
Don't stop the debate now, Neo.
Don't stop,
I
don't stop,
assert that
don't
the
stop.
one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Mizono.
Thanks, Sean Chiplock.
We know that part already.
And the
Hey,
murder
wanna
took
get in on a
place in
crypto
Makoto's
scheme?
room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Shut the fuck up!
I'll cut
Just
through
a
those
second,
words. Wait,
Chihiro.
I'm in the wrong game.
Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need an ace attorney here. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random
It's a
knife they
thrust.
had on him.
No, that's wrong! Shut up, Pompadour.
No, I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Oh god, I'm about to voice Leon again.
Actually, no, I got Leon.
You need.
Hold on on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after
being
we present
framed.
our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk
This
all
whole
we
thing
want.
is
It's not gonna
stupid.
change that conclusion.
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
This whole
don't
thing's
think that's
fucking
true at all.
stupid.
I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer.
No.
Dun 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 dun
But where does that get us?
God. Feels like being back to this music ever so. No offense to Ace Attorney music, but it's also serious.
Yeah.
Dining hall. And then
It goes hard in a
went and
different
stabbed
way.
Sayaka with it.
So he really did do it.
Yes, it's been decided. We've reached the end.
Silence, Fatso.
Some way to prove I didn't take the knife. The person who was in the dining hall last night should be able to do it.
So I guess there's no question that. But where does that?
Kadomaki did it in secret.
No, that's wrong!
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone.
So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall?
Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rules?
Ugh, good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay,
I'm
so
a
then
housewares employee.
who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No, no way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
There you go.
Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my
Protect the
tea.
lesbians.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either
Die
one
a
of them
thousand
have grabbed the
deaths.
knife?
Ah!
Actually, no. Because, well,
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school's regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
sick.
I'm allowed to sleep anywhere
I
but
don't
the
think
dorm.
that's a problem.
Doesn't have to be your dorm.
It is a problem. A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome.
My fifis!
Oh my god, just say you're gay!
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, man, well.
He approves.
Wait. Kiyotaka's in fucking punching distance. And you see Sakura's.
But if
I'm
it's
sorry!
either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because
I hate all of you.
they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? Are you talking about...
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Monokuma, obviously.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Then the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
But there's only one direction.
You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn! If I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder! Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die!
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
No. Hangman's Gambit. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't? That must be the crucial point. If we can just figure out what that something is. This is not new and improved Hangman's Gambit.
Now I understand.
Now I
What
understand!
is this shit? It's not new or improved.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer struggled getting to the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke.
I got it!
Got it!
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? No.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
And finally, the culprit had Sayaka cornered.
To finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto? Admit it. We already know the answer.
It's not because the door was locked. No, there's a different reason entirely.
The incident took place in Makoto's...
Sayaka was first, she then fled into the...
Then the killer ran and they got into the bath. At that point, the killer had to try and bust because Sayaka had locked it.
No, that's wrong!
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... That's not lucky at all!
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked. So they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime that they didn't know was...
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom.
Then there would have been a
Whoops.
lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you
don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular, because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because...
Yeah, so I guess it's... let's see. Yeah, I'm guessing it's because of switching rooms.
I got it!
Yeah, there we go.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone.
even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Lying is fun!
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplate to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil.
I LA Noir
And
that
these are
shit.
the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's
damn, how
signature.
long did it take you to get to that point, even though we already fucking see it? Then, that note... Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
You didn't. What? You didn't hear my answer.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
The killer went to my room instead of Sayaka's, and the reason for that is... it had to be because of what got switched between my and Sayaka's room.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, but in the note, it's specifically... I see. Then they would have gone exactly.
The room that...
No, that's wrong! Shut the fuck up, Lolita.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew we had switched rooms.
I got it!
Fuck.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I wanted to talk to you about, just us two, in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplate to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt.
I got it!
I got it!
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? And what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear.
Oh.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt.
Hold up, I'm reloading my revolver.
Sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
They weren't roommates.
If the person with the sword really did attack first, there's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit, and that's when the first blow was sword-based sneak attack.
No, that's wrong!
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Huh? Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it! So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
The part of her body that shows she never used the sword. If you wanted to use a sword, which part of your body would you have to touch?
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
Palms neat, clean sweep.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
What?
No, Toko.
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens to the bathrooms at nighttime.
Then you Toko, you just hear.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath would have to have been the one without the sword.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
She wanted someone dead!
It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain
On a
why
first
she would
date,
switch the
too.
nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room, where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out, while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Man, I'm gullible as fuck.
She was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
I don't fucking
because
know.
The wonderful Wizard of
No,
Oz.
because the wonderful things he does.
Totally derailed the argument.
You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No.
No, that's wrong. There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying
The hell are you talking about?
She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written
My brain!
There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head!
Before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question that Sayaka wrote that message, and I could prove it.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
You dumb fucks.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
No, it's
Mondo,
just,
you idiot.
Look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but...
Noel.
Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa. You might have finally just
Who's
said something
Niat?
shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037,
Sakura, please.
doesn't make any more sense than before.
I get that this puzzle is meant for the Japanese audience.
Yeah, but the localization team did not do any justice to this.
Makoto, you fucking Damn it! It's no use! I just don't know! I'm a
Rotate
fucking
the image
idiot.
180 degrees.
Thank you, Kyoko. Huh? Rotate? What? Rotate it? I think maybe I see something.
God. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. If you turn her message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. It doesn't say Niaz, it says Leon!
Here's my answer.
The fuck is wrong with you? I don't know.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
And if you switch it around and get rid of the L, it says
Or more
Neo.
accurately, Leon. What
the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
Squiggles.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
Yeah, what the fuck? I played baseball and shit.
Destroy the evidence.
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
I don't care if like 10% of baseball and sports players are abusive. The fuck? I think I found the ground in front of the incinerator, right?
Oops. You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Hey, wait.
I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the bottom of the burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention in order to figure out who's responsible.
I got it! If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
That's kind of a sidestep, bro. No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon's the real killer. Bun-a-nun. Bun. Bun. Bun-a-nun.
The key to the trash room.
Bun.
Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy...
No, that's wrong!
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was...
I got it!
I got it!
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on? Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy!
Ifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so.
Nuh-uh.
Because the killer is...
It wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for the killer because...
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear.
Why me?
And with that, we can end this.
Why me?
What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Oh, it's this. There we go.
It should be that one.
Yeah.
Leon did nothing wrong.
Well, he did though, because he had a choice to not continue to go after her, but he still did.
The killer
True.
You! I did nothing wrong. What the fuck are you talking about?
I did nothing wrong. What the fuck?
This accusation is stupid. You're stupid.
Stupid.
In other words, my room.
Stupid.
Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife...
Oh yeah, he did have a choice. He just went back and got his toolkit.
Yeah, he did. He could have easily stopped when she hid. But he didn't.
Kinda fucked up, Leon.
Kinda fucked up.
What strength she had remaining. Sayaka left a dying message.
You can't prove anything. Literally a closing argument.
She wrote it on the wall behind her.
Yeah, well, that's not a real manga.
And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their
Shirtless Leon? What?
Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot, and that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star.
Nuh-uh. I'm the ultimate musician, didn't you know? I changed my ultimate.
Thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Whee!
Isn't that right, Leon?
Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? I don't know.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object!
I need that fucking blue lawyer here right now.
Stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence?
Yeah, sorry. You're not getting out of this one, kiddo.
Bullshit. It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence? No.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to remove the screws. Could it have been...
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid!
Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid! I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon's the killer. I need to figure it out! Moment of truth.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me!
Go fuck yourself!
Stupid.
What?
You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! Where's your proof?
Yeah, this should prove it.
This should end it. Hey, you're way more better on this computer than the last one.
Oh yeah, it's because I'm actually using a mouse.
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove that.
I mean, it had
Using
to
a
be
touchpad was a
screwdriver,
fucking
right?
nightmare.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
I'm pretty sure it'd be even easier on controller.
Any other tools
Yeah.
anywhere?
But the toolkit in my room.
Because I'm mostly
would
used
have
to
never been used.
using controllers.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the
Also, I
boys
got the
got
fucking
toolkits,
rhythm.
So the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh?
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now.
I was-
I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
I don't. Fuck.
So,
Junji
you
Ito
have
ass
no
hard sell
rebuttal?
that never
For
comes
real?
back ever again.
For real?
Then it would
Remember
seem
that one
we
art
are
style
finished here.
change in V3? Like,
Oh god, you're right with the fucking manga panel.
like what the?
Like everyone's proportions are absolutely fucked.
Now I just remember the one guy in the manga, fucking Yowie Hands Murder Man.
I think.
Oh shit! Am I gonna actually talk now?
A for I am
Money.
81% richer.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready
How
to
dare I
cast our
talk?
votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use
Oh, I
it
know
to
it.
make
You
your
need to get ready for the.
selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's
I-
get
Fuck
excited. Who
I
will be
kinda
chosen
don't
as
wanna
the
die.
blonde? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully
I don't recall
wrong
giving
one?
you a choice.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Leon? I
Yeah.
don't recall giving you a choice.
But
Press the button, shithead.
I legally changed my name to Leon. I am now Phoenix Wright.
Oh, looks like I got it right on the money. Oh, wait, sorry about my voice back there for a while. I was a little sick. Yeah, I understand how it is, right, folks? The Blacken, in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kawada.
Ah!
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon? Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch. The hell's wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
I didn't have a choice. It was kill or be killed. So that's why I killed her first.
None of you are any different.
None of you are any different. What wrong step and you be the one standing here? It was a complete chance I would wound up like this!
I was just...
I was just... unlucky. That's all.
Hey, come on!
Hey, come on! You expect me to just accept my death?
Yeah, a little.
Everything's become clear.
No, these walls are quite opaque.
The decision we made was right after all. And when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off we've been wrong.
Well, then we don't die.
Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then the truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me.
And why is everyone else freaking out? It looked like a CBD gummy, like
Yeah, Yasuhiro's the only one that's like calm.
No, just in the back there. I know what you are.
But even if that's true,
they don't know I scammed them all out of their money.
Why does this have a weird Last Supper energy?
I can't say she was wrong.
Yep, Jesus.
But after all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video.
Yeah, over here is Radio Gaga, Radio blah blah. Radio what's new?
Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there.
Radio, kill the radio star.
If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine.
Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Hey, you wanna know what the funny part about this whole thing is?
What?
They were just taking a nap. Yeah, it was just a break between shots.
I can't afford to be stuck in here.
You killed everyone over a nap. Oh man, I really am fucked up.
The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them, and Sayaka?
I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant.
What do you mean? And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her.
Yeah.
That's why she betrayed me. So, when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she
lied to me?
Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. I guess I'm an idiot. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that.
Boy, howdy! Entertainment industry sure must be terrifying, huh?
Yeah, it is, actually.
I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships couldn't be me. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness.
What did you say?
Phew. I understand, really I do, yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse.
Stop screwing with us! This is all your fault! Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault! Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma.
Oh, you wanna die, Dickless?
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation.
She threw me across me in the room.
Still.
I flew like a paper plane in a hurricane.
Ryosuke be like in grade A's. Her grip was like iron. Strong enough, I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Let it go and move on.
Here I stand! With the cute teenagers, let the storm rage on! The blood never bothered me anyway.
'Cause it's pink.
Damn it!
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
By the way, I hope you know you're restoring... You guys are responsible for the world's Pepto-Bismol supply, right? Ah! That was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a real good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
Punishment?
You mean...
You mean... Execution?
Wait a second!
Wait a second! I didn't have a choice, I had to kill her! Yeah, that's it. I was just protecting myself in the heart of the in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Heat of the moment. Telling you what you're harming.
One brain cell.
The heat of the moment.
Oh, you want me doing Celeste again?
You can if you want.
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not have your very own toolkit?
You do a better like faux accent than me.
Did you? Oh, thank you. After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing. But you chose not to. It is not because you had unclouded intent to... Is it not because you had unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's
why... that's not... Stop it. I had enough of this.
Oh.
Oh? Are you sure? You and Wickles... Oh, I didn't finish.
Oops, sorry. Where the fuck? There.
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand?
I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either.
Honestly, you really should.
Because the one to blame is him!
Swa?
If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon! We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation! The mastermind!
Uh-oh! Did I awaken? Did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Apollo justice.
Well, it just so happens there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. That's how lynch mobs form, you know. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetrate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Or is this just one of your Sayaka voters?
Just shut up!
Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment!
I'm begging you.
I'm begging you. Please don't do this.
Hey, come on now.
No more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it, and we do live in a society.
Stop, please.
Now then, I prepared
a very special punishment for Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star.
No, no, no.
No, 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 no.
Let's give it everything.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's
No!
Whew, I'm back, baby.
What the fuck?
Quit being a piss, baby.
What the fuck, you guys? What the fuck? Oh shit. Ah! Oh, my fucking ass is on fire!
Yeah, imagine that rug burn.
I mean, he's wearing like leather pants.
I do not like how this
Leon
is
comes
going.
across as someone who's like the least self-aware person. Swing!
Ow, 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 ow! Ow! Fuck!
All across the balls and face.
Ah, fuck!
Babe Ruth, eat your heart out. That's a lot of balls to the face. During Pride Month!
During Pride Month!
Just imagine what Leon's face looks like.
What face? I'm pretty sure it's gone at this point.
What we saw. That was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
A new home run record. Woohoo! Extreme! Oh, that was not good. Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control.
What's going on?
I can't take it.
I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well,
hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. Well, that's only ever if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you! Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
what the heck?
Evil? Make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well,
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
I've seen your internet browser history. You are not a saint. It's not like I am either, but Jesus Christ. It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think that's possible.
Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. Might take you up on that. I might take you up on that offer, but you really must hate me to get so angry, huh? Well, if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame.
Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place.
You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blacken's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for, after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
Me, myself, I. There's a lot of those people in here. You know, my reflection, my shadow, me. Sorry, I said everything I gotta say. I need to save some of the fun for later. I could just sense the evil laughter coming.
Just like that, he was gone.
I don't know what you are!
He left us there overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move.
Game over.
No, it wasn't that long, I think.
You stood here too long.
Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared.
Everyone died of starvation.
Scared of being alone. Nah, that's in the second game, remember?
Well, not because he couldn't eat.
No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it wasn't in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second?
Do I have a choice? She moved in closer and whispered into my ear.
It's free real estate.
Ah!
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you
God
about.
damn it.
It's about free real estate, isn't it? I don't
I
have
bet
that.
it is.
I don't have that!
I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. If you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself.
About free real estate? You wanted me to realize how free real estate betrayed me by myself, didn't you?
What the fuck are we doing?
Sayaka just looks over. What the fuck are you talking about?
I thought it never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that. What the fuck?
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you.
She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you.
What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what
actually, I left
happened
that
to
out of
you, she never
spite.
would have left that message.
I left that out of spite, actually. I didn't want this fucker getting away.
Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you.
How dare you use logic?
Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation
I'm trying to give
attracted
you a
failure.
top asshole.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it.
How dare you use Edgewood's logic against me?
Mind chess.
I'm not stuck at a murder school. I'm too gay to be there.
Oh, wait.
Oh, wait, shit. He just looked over at Sakura. Oh, God.
Why are you telling me all this?
Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation.
Move past their deaths? I could never do that.
I'm sorry, I just had a really dumb, intrusive thought.
Oh boy.
What?
So, earlier today I thought of the idea of a Tumblr sexy man collection for the unknown.
Oh no.
Once their chest piece, Sans head, and his weapon is a yaoi paddle.
I hate it.
I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell.
No.
On the plus side, it might actually be the one with the sexy spider.
No. I'm going to carry that with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that?
You're gonna carry that weight.
Yeah.
Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go.
How? Okay, there's something weird that goes off my computer. When my heater resets because I bumped it, and I'm using a heater for a fan right now. It has one of those little, like, you know, oh, it fell over, don't cause a fire switches.
Oh.
And I bumped it, and reset it, and it reset my headset.
Huh. That's weird. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you.
As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka?
Oh, well... I'm psychic.
What?
Huh?
It's actually because we've played this game 4 times.
Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. And I'm addicted to this fucking game. And I made a new thumbnail for it, so we can play through all the fucking series again. Hello, YouTube.
Screaming.
12.
Well. Dozen.
To be
continued?
Oh, hell yeah, I got fucking Majima's bat!
That's not Majima's, that's mine. The
Right,
bisexual
let's
room.
see it here.
Exactly.